Hey everyone, this is Dalton, Adult Needs Tips, and today I'm bringing you something I've been waiting quite a while for, and that is going to be the Titan's Return Brawn. Now, for the past few years, we've gotten not really much in the case of Brawn. I mean, one of the last ones we got was the Universe 2.0 Brawn, and that was just a little tiny dude, not very much articulation, pretty sparse on detail with the paint. And then we got the Revenge of the Fallen Nest version, and now we have got this guy right here, which, again, right before take a look at the back, you get your simple little stuff here, 6 steps. Brawn loves a challenge, even if it's a Decepticon 10 times his size, so strength is his strong point. Well, his greatest attribute is his strength, which, for a little guy, I mean, it's literally in his name. His name literally means, strength. So, not a bad little alt mode here. It is kind of a mix between a Hummer and one of those heavy armored vehicles that you see over in like Europe and Africa. I can't remember what they're called. They're just these huge, massive armored vehicles. If you've seen the Toy World version of Wide Load, it's kind of like that mixed with a Hummer, especially when you take off this rear section, kind of get more of that Hummer aspect. I mean, it works. I mean, better than a Land Rover if you ask me, or Range Rover. And he does roll pretty well. And unlike Bumblebee, where his Titan Master gimmick interferes with the transformation, this has nothing to do with the transformation. This is a completely separate section, and go ahead and get a little bit of a Inception thing going on here. Let's take our Titan Master Brawn and put him inside. You gotta kind of watch his head because of that peg hole there. But there we go. Now, one thing I would like to mention is, if they had gone with at least maybe like a half-track look, this would be a great combination of both G1 and animated. Because in animated he was that kind of half-track type Cybertronian vehicle, but I don't know. I like it the way it is. I mean, it just would have been nice. I'm sure someone could easily make just a little treaded piece that can fit right in there. And just plug in and stay there. Anyways, you can go ahead, like I showed before, you can take this off, you can plug in up here, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to end up doing with Outback. Maybe, actually probably not that, they'll probably use that for the gun. Or both, I mean, it's optional, so. Go ahead and get this guy transformed, it's pretty simple. Go ahead, oh, forgot you got to pop that off. Don't know why I even opened that. Bring these down. Go ahead and bring up these little heel spurs, split them apart, and he's pretty much already there. I just gotta straighten out his arms without popping them off, for starters. And there we go. Pretty simple, and I am really impressed with this guy. I mean, he does everything he needs to do to be a Brawn figure. He's got that section of the vehicle here. Get the big boxy chest. The head sculpt on this guy looks really good too. I mean, that is definitely G1 animation Brawn. I mean, this one does a pretty good job, but there was something off other than the Titan Master arms at the back. This one pulled off. He's got that kind of grumpy, older look. Like he's ready to chew out Perceptor for fussing with chips. You got the little blue section there. I mean, everything else is pretty much the same. You got, and this is yellow plastic. It's just painted silver, and then they put another layer of paint for yellow here. I don't know why they did that, but they did. Go ahead and put the little spare tire section as like an arm-mounted shield or cannon. Just put it on his back, which is usually what I prefer to do. Just put it on like that way you still got that spare tire back there. As for articulation goes, I mean, his head is on a swivel, but it is a little bit difficult to move because there's no really to grip, and his head is all smooth and round. It's got that nice kind of darker gray paint on it too. Ball jointed shoulders. Excellent range of movement, and you get that hinge, transformation hinge there, so you can bring up his arm further. Ball jointed elbows, so they can swivel all over the place. Nothing at the waist due to the, open space there, but doesn't bother me any. The hips are on a ball joint, so you get a little bit of a spread, but not that much. You get good range back, forward. Knees on a hinge. You get a thigh swivel. And that's pretty much it for Brawn, so let's go ahead and bring in his Headmaster vehicle and turn that into a gun. Bring that in. And now we've got Brawn with a gun. So, whoop. Come on. Don't do this to me now. Go ahead and give that to Brawn. And there he is with a big old double-barreled rifle. Which, I mean, it doesn't really suit the character since he's more of the, I'm going to fight you barehanded, take you down, even though you're 12 times bigger than I am. So, really impressed with this guy, and we forgot to even look at his character card. So there's that. Again, he's picking up a piece of asphalt or concrete or a panel. Yeah, it looks like a panel because there's sparks and everything. So, and there's his stats. No, hardly any fire blast at all, mainly because it doesn't have any. Intelligence 3. I mean, it's kind of an insult for Brawn because I believe he's more around the 5 to 6 range. I mean, he's not the brightest, but at the same time, he's not dumb either. Speed, I mean, I guess, because he's more of an off-road vehicle. So, strength is definitely his highest attribute. Highest quality, there we go. So, that pretty much does it for the Titans Return Brawn. I really enjoyed this figure. There's no QC issues that I'm aware of. I mean, it's just your typical be careful of loose joints, but all mine on here are pretty tight, so... except for that, I mean, but he is holding a weapon about his size. I mean, about as tall as he is. So, and then I'm going to stop rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of the Titans Return Brawn. I really enjoyed this guy. If you haven't found him yet, pick him up. I want to thank my buddy Mike for picking this guy up for me. So, his link will be down in the description for his YouTube channel. They do the G.I. Joe podcast. I believe it's called Not Another G.I. Joe podcast, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is. I haven't watched it in quite a while. I need to get caught up on that. Anyways, I'm going to put that in the description along with the links for my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram page. Also, be sure to check out Stasis Lock every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is all part of the Cool Table Network, so again, check all those shows out. Check out Cybercast, which is a separate entity from that, every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, followed by Galactic Gumbo at 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, every other Saturday. That will be this week. Yeah, that'll be this Saturday, so be sure to check that out. And as for Stasis Lock, that will be tonight. At the time of well, not the time of this recording, but the time that this video is out. So I'm going to stop right there, and I'll see you guys all next time.